This is an update to a previous video I had done on accuracy. You can find that link in the description of this video. So what I did was I went through and I collected more data than what I had before. I also went through and adjusted the testing a little bit because I found limitations in the test before. What I really wanted to do was I didn't necessarily want to test how accurate a tank was in the large part of the reticle. I wanted to know down toward the middle, when you're trying to find the chinks in the armor, what is the performance of a particular gun or a particular tank, however you want to look at it. And so as you can see here, I've changed the layout a little bit. I've put the IS-7 up on the high ground and I'm just shooting at the turret. And that gave me a nice impenetrable target, and I was able to find out what was happening toward the center of the reticle. So another way to put it is, now we're looking at how many shots are going straight and true, nearly dead on where you're putting the crosshairs. This should help break apart some of the tanks that were showing nearly identical results. You can only get so close to perfect, and without doing lots and lots of data points, I was not going to be able to get that to spread apart, and I'm not even sure that that would be able to spread apart the tanks that were similar to one another or were nearing perfection. So let's take a look at the charts. Okay, so here we have the chart. And again, we have our theoretical accuracy across the x-axis, and then we have the measured accuracy of the vertical. So basically, you would expect to have some type of linear relationship where tanks that had the best accuracy, as indicated in the game in the statistics, would have the highest accuracies, and then on the opposite end, you'd have the opposite result. So we have the original test where I mirrored 4 tankers here in blue, and then we have the updated test looking for a tighter accuracy, or I guess we'd be simulating a target at a longer range in this test down here. So going back to the original test, looked like the Wheezy 112 and the Tier 6 OI were a bit of standout performers. The other, and they were kind of pulling the average up. Generally, the average line is here. What's interesting about that test, I did not find any severely underperforming tanks. Now, as I had mentioned in the previous test, I'd really like to do a 65T, but I'm not really motivated right now to go and spend the credits needed and the gold needed to move a crew in there to replicate how the 65T played back when I was working on it. So now we move down to the other test, and starting at the bottom end here, the OI continues to be better accuracy than the KV2, which really surprises me. I never would have thought that. I would have thought Russian bias would have played in here, and we would not see this type of discrepancy. But it continues to be the OI, and even in some real-world testing, played it the other night, and yeah, you know, it does feel pretty good. It fires really, really slow. I can't tell you right offhand the DPM difference, but it definitely does not spit out bullets as fast, but it is a bit more accurate. But the one that really stands out, and I ran multiple tests and it continued to confirm it, the Type 59 is a bit OP when it comes to accuracy. And I'll show you the screenshot of what the reticle looked like in these different tests. That the Type 59, it's a pretty small target it's trying to hit of that IS-7 turret at 350 meters, and it does notably better than something like the Lorraine 40T that should be identical. I mean, if 2 dots are vertical here, that means they are the same accuracy theoretically based on the game statistic. So this concludes the first addendum to the accuracy testing that I've done. At this point, using these 2 testing methodologies, I plan to go through and test more tanks, as much as I have gold and silver to support doing so. And if there's any specific requests anybody has, please pass them along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoy the content on this channel, subscribe. Don't forget, if you do want to be updated if any new videos come out or if there's any live streams going on, to click the alert bell next to the subscribe button. Thanks again for watching.